So when I did my initial van build, I did the design and I did all the measurements and I did most of the assembly, but my grandpa did all the cutting. And then when I put down these slats for the bed, I cut those. And I haven't actually used power cutting tools very much. Anytime I worked on projects, I've worked with somebody who's more comfortable doing that and I've let that be their role. But for this project, I want to be doing the cutting because my dad has lots of his own projects and I don't actually need his help. I can be brave, I can do this, I can figure it out. So I got this crappy scrap piece of wood and I'm just gonna do some practice cuts to figure out the method that will work for me to get it cut to the exact measurement and not lose some in the cut or end up with it a bit too long. And then I guess I can get to work building the bed, which is exciting. And yes, I will be working on the floor for this because my lumber is long and the thing my dad built when I did the heater install is in use. So okay, let's measure this and see if it is the length I want it to be. Haha! It's perfect. I'm so excited about this. And now I'll check it. I do have plenty of extras. I could mess up a whole one and be fine. Nice. I like it. So I just have these little stacks that are the height of the cutting deck so that my wood stays parallel to the ground and perpendicular to the cutting plane. And that was my dad's idea. Otherwise I would have not figured that out right away. Well, good morning. It's time to work on the van. So I have a little bit of a mock-up here of the pieces I've cut so far, but it's obviously going to be taller than this. It needs a bit more support, but I'm just going to continue working away on building the bed. And it will probably take all day because I spend a lot of time just thinking and visualizing before I take action. And here we have the supervisor on duty. Thanks, bud. Your help is greatly appreciated. with the wheel well, I'm gonna have to just trim the bottom edge off of those boards because I want the bed to be 6 feet long, and that means slightly overlapping the base of the wheel well. So to take off this piece I need to fit the wheel well, I just use the back saw to mark the lines, and then I'm going to use the palm sander with a coarse grit to take that off, and this is just my guide so I know where to go. I did this one with the back saw, like just estimated. That is pretty good. And that works too. All right, so I think I've cut all the pieces I need for the bed. So I'm gonna do a little mock-up in here, and then I'm gonna build it in the carport. All right, well, it's not quite square. And I have some fine adjustment work to do, but this is basically what I got going on. I gotta do some trim on these pieces. So I'm gonna put a vertical 2x2 to hold all these boards together. My parents are working away, building a new fire pit in the backyard. And Frank's coming to join me for more construction. So upon doing this mock-up, I've discovered that it's not quite high enough to have the clearance for milk crates like I want for one of the sections. But I've come up with a solution that is simple, will raise the bed up a little bit, and also help solve the problem of fixing it in place. That's gonna go on the bottom, those pieces. I'm gonna have to make sure they fit around the wheel well with the same technique I used for the pieces already there. And I don't think those little cutouts on the pieces that I did are going to matter in the long run. Very nice. That is gonna work so good. So I don't really mind that I had to do that twice because I improved, and the second time I did a better job. So it's just a good learning opportunity. So I need to trim down the top and bottom one there of those two so I can do this. And then this will go into each board to keep them from getting out of alignment with each other. So before I start actually assembling that, I got these junk wood because I want to screw one piece down into the next, but my screws are not long enough. So I'm gonna make a hole about that deep. I'm just practicing.
That'll probably go in a lot faster with the drill because it spins a lot faster.
I'm not in a rush. That'll be a good countersink.
Yeah.
I'm just practicing all the things. Okay, so I need a bigger drill bit than this. This was the 3/8. So yeah, 1/2 might work.
So the trick is before it starts, it'll lift a gap here, right? That's
Yeah.
how you're gonna clamp it.
Yeah.
And
Clamp, like I'm gonna put like boards on the side and clamp it like a big sandwich. And then as I move up, I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just have to clamp the two layers I'm working with together, right?
Yeah, and you have to pull it down, right? But you get there when you get to.
When I hit to the bottom, the screw will suck it down, right?
Theoretically.
Oh, I can feel it closing.
Yeah. Oh, then you square it off again.
Well, yeah. I don't have it clamped and stuff right now, but it's tight, right? Like that's really tight.
But make sure that you stagger so that you don't get the point of one pushing on the head of the other.
So I'll do 4 and then 3 and then 4 or something like that. So
yeah.
The big boy. And I am kind of nervous about this. It's just, countersink. I don't know what the best way to go about this is. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, we're gonna start with this until it doesn't reach. Then we're gonna have to do the hand by hand. Look at the bits in there. Yes. Okay. Very nice. Nice and tight. Straight. Aligned. Straight as the wood is. Easier, I think. Okay, but did I do the pilot? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah. All right, so when I sanded all the wood, I just did the 4 and 6 sides and not the 2 sides because generally they won't be seen or touched, but this one will. So I just went and did that. And now my first wall. Hi Alice, do you like my wall? Does it pass the supervisor's inspection? So my parents are back here camping at the other end of the yard. So it's a nice thing about having a big field for a yard, and I've called it for the day and we're gonna hang out by the fire, and Mom's got some fire dinner stuff ready to go. Are you enjoying the fire, Frank? Yeah. It is time to start working on the project again, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue building walls the same way I did yesterday. So I just screwed down this 3rd layer, and they're nice and flush, but I wasn't paying attention, I guess, because it is not flush to the end. Hi. Oh, thank you. Okay. I guess you're supervising in spirit, Frank, because there's no way you can see me from here. That's fine. You enjoy the sun, bud. I got it covered. So I have to give credit where credit is due, because I would not have come up with this idea on my own to attach all these boards the way I wanted them to. And it's allowed me to avoid glue, which I don't like working with, and will also mean I can completely dismantle this and reuse the boards with less work. So hopefully I've shown you enough that if you want to replicate this process, you can do that yourself. You satisfied?
Never.
Never. And so I've been building this flush to the front end because this is going to go on. This goes on here to keep them from warping as it dries. And then the back end, I'm just sanding with the palm sand or whatever I need to do to make the fit work, because I'm not going to see any of those back corners, but I will see these. So that is where my priority went. So it was my dad who showed me how to attach all the boards together without glue or ugly brackets. And I'm really happy with how the bed is turning out. As you can see here, it's just cedar and some screws. And so I quite like the look of it. It's really rewarding to see my own design come to life. Just like when I did my initial van build, I didn't do any research whatsoever into what other people were doing. I just took my needs and created something out of my own mind that I thought would suit my taste and fulfill those needs. So I could have built this a little lighter weight-wise, but I really wanted every single cubby enclosed in cedar and the bed to be really strong if me and Frank are going to wrestle on or something like that, as it is our primary living space in the van. It's really taking away from our floor space, and part of it will be paddleboard storage. So it was important for me to be extra mold safe, considering that will sometimes be damp. Well, I didn't get quite as far as I hoped to today, but I'm beat. There's just a lot of little extra tasks that I didn't really anticipate that are needed to make things fit better. And I get easily distracted, so I'm pretty beat. So I'm gonna get clean. My mom's making dinner, which I'm very excited about. And we'll just continue tomorrow or the next day. We are out for a walk to the mailbox, which is pretty nice that we can take the backwoods to the mailbox, but my electric pump for my paddleboard has arrived. I am very, very excited for it. And it'll make it a lot easier to go on short paddle trips because the pump will inflate and also deflate the board, and I can do other things while that's happening. So instead of spending 45 minutes total to pump up and get ready and deflate and pack to go for a half-hour paddle, it'll be a lot more efficient. Oh, we got Frank left behind. Hi, Alice. Bye, Alice. The package has been secured. So something for Frank also came in the mailbox I'm really excited about. Nice bow tie, buddy. It's so cute. I got you another one too, but yeah, it can be a surprise for later, all right, bud? So I'm actually really sore from working on my van this past weekend, the last 2 days of sanding and screwing and all that kind of stuff. Especially my upper body feels like I had quite the workout. So I think what I'm going to do today to just keep making a little bit of progress day by day is I'm going to do a nice clean in here. I'm going to take down that curtain. It's going to need to be altered, but it also needs to be washed because I did use it to separate from the front when I was sanding, and there's fine dust everywhere from sanding and from sanding the varathane. So I want to get it nice and clean in here because soon the bed will be ready to at least do a test fit, and then I'll have to make the top, but not long until I'll be able to install it and start spending a night in here to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the build, because I have a rough idea, but I want to spend some time in here to properly visualize how to do the layout. Oh, I spilled the coffee in here. Why did I spill the coffee in here? Well, I guess I'm already cleaning. There's coffee on the floor. What the heck, Amanda? This was like velcroed on, but the piece that it was velcroed on was like part of the original van like pressboard interior, and it got moldy, so I had to take it down. And then I just tied up the middle, and like it's been draping for like a year and a half, and it's one of those things that I just like can never prioritize the time to, but that also kind of like bothered me. And so I'm really looking forward to doing a better job putting this back up when I do. So I've just been working away in here, and I cleaned inside all those cupboards and dusted absolutely everything that had any sort of dust from sanding. And I was dusting this off, and then I realized that I want to repaint it. So I'm about to pry all of these off so I can do more paint. It's also the new moon, so it's a really good day for cleaning. I usually do cleaning days on the new moon. I bought this thing when I was at Home Depot, and I love it. I can't really have tools in the van. I don't have a space for tools. And also it doesn't make sense because my dad has all the tools I need, but he didn't have this. So I bought it for myself. I bought the nice one. I'm very happy with it, and I use it a lot in this type of thing. Ooh, yeah. But I think I just have to screw this down, fix it at that end, fix this wall, put a support beam, a little bit of sanding, and then we can get it in the van for a test fit. I like kind of know what I'm doing, and I also am kind of just making it up as I go. That is the great thing about your own design, is fix it. It's just a matter of you have to be happy with it. This won't be seen at all by anyone. Neither will the back or that side. This is literally all that matters to me. Oh boy. I would like to see how this fits in my van, and I don't feel like waiting till my dad gets home. So you've heard the saying, work smarter, not harder, right? Let's see if this will work. I definitely won't be able to reverse this on my own, but I can get it in. Yay! That's where the bed goes. I have a nice hallway here, and it's flush at this corner, it's flush up there. The wall isn't straight. So I've built the bed straight, but the wall's not straight. But that provides a conduit to run electrical if I want, back to my desk, what will be my desk, and I can still open the lid on that. So I am very stoked. I've been thinking of that skateboard idea for a couple days, so that just made it so much easier. I'm very stoked to see this in place and to actually feel it coming together. In the next episode, my dad will be helping me cut the plywood for the bed surface, and I'll be doing the install on the bed, but hopefully you enjoyed coming along for the build. I had a really good time building it, and hopefully if you're interested in building something like this, it gave you some tips or tricks or whatever. But yeah, I actually filmed this before I got the drone, which is why there isn't any drone footage in it. And I was really focused on just getting the build done. So during this time period, I also didn't go really do any fun stuff in nature. But yeah, there is lots of great stuff to come. That's why I kind of got the whole build going on in one video, is because I have been out paddling and testing out the van on a little adventure, and yeah, just feeling a lot better since recovering from the concussion. This was actually right before the concussion. This video ended a couple days before I hit my head. So yeah, it's it's been a big past month, but I am feeling a lot better now. It's really good. It's warm out, it's nice, it's beautiful, and yeah, I really appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me. And it really extra means a lot that you've stuck around to the end of this video. I'm so grateful these days for people that have an attention span. I feel like the people that can't hold their attention span for more than 15 seconds are just so quick to like make flash judgments, not really think things through, and a lot of other aspects that just aren't really healthy to our society. So I think the world that we're living in requires a lot of nuance these days, and nuance and attention span are like kind of like friends of each other. So anyways, yes, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon. Bye. If you're looking for something else to watch today, I am going to make a couple suggestions, but first, since it is early in the month, I wanted to just make a quick shout out to my Patreon, which is so important for me being able to make all these videos and improve my equipment and that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, there is a link in the description below, or you can go to this website here, and I share real-time photos and updates and as well as extra content like special videos and that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for a video with more nature and or more Frank, might I recommend this one, which is just an amazing memory of ours together backpacking on the beach. It was so beautiful. Or if you're newer to the channel, you could check out this playlist to take you back to the beginning and binge watch until your heart's content. Okay, bye.